Hello, my name is Mr. Chubb, HOD here at Carmel College. I'm going to introduce you to Mark Close, who teaches brass. We also have Rebecca, who is playing euphonium, and Kaylee, who is playing French horn. Mr. Close plays trombone, and we also have some trumpets there as well. I'm going to hand you over to Mr. Close, and he's going to talk a little bit about some of his brass instruments.
Thank you. All right, so yeah, the plan today is just to introduce these instruments to you and try and encourage some of you to take up brass instruments. Good reason to take up brass instruments is you get rapid promotion, because there aren't many players, so you get to play in bands, you get to play in orchestras from a pretty young age, which is kind of fun. That's where the fun kicks in. So look, brass instruments are actually pretty simple. We have a thing called a mouthpiece, and what we do is we just kind of go, we blow a raspberry through the mouthpiece. Doesn't sound overly good, does it? So if we put the mouthpiece into the trombone, then we get a much fuller, richer sound. Now you'll notice that I got what we call different notes on the harmonic series. So for example, up a fifth higher. Now how do I get those notes in between? Well, again, very, very simple. The trombone, you make the slide longer, and then that makes the sound go lower. So I shall demonstrate. So if I want to play the notes in between, for example, the F and the B flat, I just move the slide and stop it at the appropriate place. And then if I want to play a tune, I can do a combination of those particular notes. And for example, I'm going to play a tune you might recognize. Now we've got some other instruments here. This, as I say, was the trombone. Now we have a related cousin. This is called the euphonium, and we're going to get Rebecca to play a couple of notes. But just before she does, as with the trombone, we made the slide longer, so in order to bring the pitch down. Rebecca has these valves or buttons which we push down, and what that does is it and you know what? Round of applause. That'll do. Thank you. Really, really good. Now we have another instrument over here that Katie is going to demonstrate. This is called the French horn, or usually just called the horn. Do you want to hold it up so that they can sort of see it a little bit better? So you'll notice, I'll grab my mouthpiece. My mouthpiece is considerably bigger than the French horn. But if we were to unwrap this French horn, it would actually be longer than my trombone. And you can see that the bell is also a lot bigger than the trombone bell. It's a bit of a weird sort of acoustical oddity, the French horn, but it sounds pretty good when Katie plays it. You want to play us a tune? There you go. Just place that study there. Wonderful. Another round of applause. So you probably noticed that the French horn has, again, a different sound quality to the euphonium and to the trombone. It's a little more kind of a higher pitch and a slightly more, I guess, kind of enclosed sound. Now there's one other instrument, well there's actually two other ones which we could, very common. One of them's the tuba, which is basically, this is a tenor tuba. We're probably more used to seeing the big granddad of them all, which is called the bass tuba. We don't have one of them today. But the other most common brass instrument you might have seen around is the trumpet. I say brass, this is actually made of plastic, but you know, let's not split hairs. Once again, you can see it's got a mouthpiece that goes in here, it's got a valve section, and like the euphonium, it has valves. Now I'm going to apologise for the sound that I make, because I don't play the trumpet, I sound quite bad, but it sounds something like this. Stop now before I embarrass myself anymore. So that's the range of instruments that we have available at the school. Trumpets, trombones, French horn. Don't know that we have any euphoniums quite at the moment, but if somebody's keen we can certainly find another one. I would have taken questions from the floor, but there's no questions unless, Sonia, any questions? No. But as I started by saying, brass instruments are actually quite, well, you can make really good progress on a brass instrument. I mean, some of the things like oboes, they take a while to figure out how to make them work. Same with violins, it takes forever to get good. But you can get quite good on a trombone or euphonium. And how long did it take you, Rebecca?
6 months.
6 months, there we go, 6 months. She was playing in the band, playing in the orchestra, and just so many wonderful opportunities. So if you have any queries, you want to come along and have a try, then just contact Mr. Child, and he can sort you out with an instrument, and we'll give you a tune. Thank you very much.
So, if you're interested in learning a brass instrument, please contact me, Mr. Child. Send me an email, gchild@carmel.school.nz, and we'll get you signed up for lessons either this year or next year.